We're here gathering as Starseed, coming through messages from Arcturian and family. And I just raised the question, do we actually need that support? Aren't we as humans powerful enough to do this on our own? And they're like, yes, absolutely. But we are here, see it as your family who is looking out for you and wants to give you some wisdom and advice. It's like you going on a travel and we making your lunch, we packing your lunch and make sure it's safe on the way. And whenever you call in, we like to give you some advice. You know all this information. We just have you remembering it. That is our task. And we're delighted to be here today to deliver you that task. So my name is Alice Roorda. I'm running Starseed Living as a spiritual psychologist. And I'm channeling. And this was just a channeling that came through. I'm here with my Arcturian family. And a lot of other beings that are here in the field lately. That's where I'm tapping into, not consciously. And it's so strongly present again today, which is beautiful. So I'm really curious what is going to come through. So give me a moment to tune in even more and then see what is there that they want to convey to us. You beautiful starseed, you beautiful loving being, that beautiful light that you are. Are you shining your light? Are you beaming your light? Are you bringing it into the world? That is what you came for, remember? You shining your light. You shining your truth, your wisdom, your allness. That's a word Alice likes to use. Your oneness, but your allness, your allness. This video is not about that. The purpose of this video is for you coming home, for you to feel your light. Last week you had a message, not from us, but from the higher self, about you doing your rounds, you beaming your light into the world. As starseeds, you often retreat from life or stay away from places where there's a low vibration. Fair enough. It is hard if you're not shining your light, if you're not living your higher self. Then it's hard. Otherwise, it is an easy peasy. It's an easy piece of cake. I'm Dutch, so I'm sometimes trying to find the words, right? Because just for you that are new to that, the channeling comes in, but not word by word. It's using my brain to filter through to give you that message, the language that I know. I'm not a full body channel. I'm very present with it. So it's very much a co-creation. That's not right in this moment. It is not. It's their creation and I'm just facilitating. That's what it is. All right. You are. Get this beautiful image. It is an image of an eye, and your eyelid is closing halfway, which means you're not seeing the full spectrum of the reality, which means that it's hidden from you. So you can refer to it as my third eye is closed. I can see with my human eyes, but I can't see with my third eye. You're born with your third eye open, and then soon enough it closes because of the circumstances in your life. And you start to learn to see with your human eyes. You start to perceive what is in your surrounding, and you give it meaning. You give it meaning. You have an opinion, which is formed over time, but you first give things meaning. My parents are such and so. My parents are always fighting. Oh, that is because they're not loving you, they're fighting, or whatever you give it meaning, or probably as a small child, because you don't want to ruin that relationship with your parents, because you depend on them. You say, there's something wrong with me. Now I understand it. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I have no right to exist, or whatever that is. And that gives meaning to what's happening in your surrounding. And we give meaning in so many ways. And as a child, it's often There's something wrong with me, and I divine that in a certain way of not good enough, or not whole, not whatever. And then everything makes sense. And that's been repeating your whole life. Your eyes are closed. Your human eyes are closed to what you truly are, your light. You live your life with your eyes closed towards your light. Perhaps not knowing there is another way of seeing reality. And the third eye is not per se with which you need to see life. It is just an analogy for you have human eyes and you have a third eye, which you can see your truth from that higher perspective, from your higher self. It doesn't mean that your human eyes are not seeing in your reality. But I think you got that, right? You got that. So then, you are here as a starseed, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this. So you have opened your eyes. You have realized there's more to life. You have realized, come to the crazy realization that you have other lives off planet. That you are connected to the Arcturians, the Sirians, or the Orions. Wherever you feel you're connected to, and maybe you don't even know who that is, but there's a feeling, there's something. This is not home. This doesn't feel home. This earth, this family that you're in, this surrounding that you're surrounded yourself with, this doesn't feel like home. But there's something there out there that feels more like home. And it doesn't mean that it cannot be, you cannot make this comfortable and homey, this life here on earth. You can. And how? By tapping more into your light, by feeling that you're the light. You're the light there, you're the light here. And that creates such a beautiful reality that there is, I would say there's no distinction, there is. But this is so pleasurable, this experience from that space of your light, that there's not so much longing to go home, because the right here is fascinating, is interesting, is exciting. And you want to have that experience away from the suffering. Let's come back to the eyes. So you have awoken, right? You have opened your eyes. There is more to it. And then you probably started to connect or meditate or do yoga or breath work or a course in this or that, read books, and come to more and more, and even if you didn't, it's all right, come to more and more to the realization that you're so much more. You have a third eye. You can see beyond your human experience. You can feel beyond your human experience. We started with you are the multidimensional being. You can feel and tap more into that. Then you are more than your current human being. That is very squared and limited. You are that light. You are that brightness. You are that pure love. Take that in. You are that shiny, beaming light all times. And now that you have opened your eyes, your human eyes, it is time to start looking at life from that third eye, so to speak. And what does that actually mean? Alice is asking us to explain it more, to make it more tangible, because that's how she likes things to be tangible and to be useful for you to use it in your real life. And we love that about her. Thank you. So how to use this in real life? Any moment you notice you're squared, you're limited, you're contracted, you're not who you want to be. This is a tricky one. Many angles onto that. You're not where you want to be. It's all human perspective. There's no better place than now. There's no better place than where you are right now. Can you take that in for a moment? Let that into your system fully. That where you're sitting now, this body that you're having now, the thoughts that you're having, the emotions that you're feeling, the sensations that are in your body, room that you're sitting in, or the space that you are in, the life that you created, the people that you have around you, the interactions that you have, being that humans, planets, animals, spirits, whatever, all of that is right now. Can you feel into that all there is now is your grandness, your greatness, your amazingness, your beaming light, your unconditional love? What is there now? You might say, but I'm not feeling that. That doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it's not there. So if you're not feeling that, that's all right. It means that your third eye, in the same analogy, is a bit closed. And that's okay. Just become aware of that. You are that amazing person. So just notice that and see if you can open that eye a bit more. But just the feeling into, oh, maybe I am that. And not as a human per se, but more as a higher being and a higher consciousness. Because that is what you are. That higher self, that soul, that higher perspective, that beautiful unconditional love, that light, feel into that. It doesn't matter if you feel it or not. It doesn't matter if your third eye is fully open or not. Just take it in. This is what you are at all times. And the more you shut your third eye, the less you recognize that as that what you are at all times. And that's okay. We're just giving you here a possibility to open your eye as such, to feel more into that is already what you are. So there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to be. There's nothing to search for. Then feeling into it and leaning into it. And it might start with the awareness, the conscious awareness that, hey, I am already that at all times. Hey, I have not been anything else. Hey, this is me. And has always been me and will always be me. Wow. And how come that I don't always feel that when I do life? How then am I not keeping on to that? Because your squared human is coming in front of it, who thinks it needs to figure it all out. Fair enough. That's how we raised. We need to figure it out. We need to know how to do stuff. We need to know how to accumulate money. We need to make sure that we work hard for raising money to pay the bills. We need to do something to find a partner. You might not be there, but there might be other things that you do to create things in your life, right? A beautiful one. I need to have money to buy a car. I just had someone the other day who said, yeah, our car broke down. We didn't have the money. But then someone passed away and there was a car that was given to us. So the idea that you need to have money to buy a car is not true as a hard fact, right? Things can just come to you if you're open for allowing that. If you're open for it and allowing that. So what we wanted to do today with you and have been doing is you to feel I'm already that. I'm already myself. I'm already my soul. I'm already my higher self. I'm already incredibly wise and smart and high consciousness smart, right? Not school IQ smart. I'm already all that. But I'm blocking it, literally blocking it as a block with my humanness that wants to give things meaning and figure things out. That's how we thought it all works. So what if, as a last thing, you stop figuring it out and you're trying to make it all work? And if that is comfortable to you, by all means do so. But try it with something small that doesn't do any harm per se, or just let it all go. Feel what feels right for you. There's no one telling you how to do, what to do, when to do it. This is just parental advice. This is just your family talking to you and telling you, this is what we like. This is our lunchbox, and this is the lunch that we want you to eat, because this one is healthy. This one is good for you. And if you want to eat that or trade it with a donut, that's okay. That's your free will. Nice. Beautiful. Thank you for that. So if I'm done correct, Alice speaking, it's more of the allowance. Well, they're saying, yes, sure, all that. But this one is really about the awareness, the understanding, the feeling into it, the leaning into it. But most of all, the awareness. Stop chasing anything, they say. Stop looking for anything outside of yourself. There's nothing there. It is already there. And can you feel the peace of that? The rest, the relaxation of that? Nothing needs to be changed as such. You're wholly human. You're squared, limited, beautiful human. Who tries to do all the hard work can relax. And allow that higher self, your soul, or whatever you call it, to take over more and bring you that car. Not by it sounds horrible, not by having someone die. It just happened that could just work together, right? It's bringing it to you. It's bringing you the opportunities. It's giving it to you. That feels so good, right? And just this video of you having that perception, and for those that have heard it before, it just sinks in a little bit more into your system. It helps you to allow more of it. This video is really about the understanding and the awareness of it. And the rest will come later. This is all. There's nothing, remember, that you now need to do and work on. This was it. We're done. We're complete. We retreat. Okay, I love that. I love that last message. There's nothing you need to do. Now, don't go and make a daily practice out of this. This one was really, you got the information, your subconscious got the information, your ego heard it, your human has picked it up, there's more awareness, there's more expansion. That's all. Leave it there. Go on with your day and go about your business. There might be some shifts there in your understanding of it, or not, whatever it is. This is enough. With that, I would like to end this video. And if you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and share it with those that you think might love this content as well. Much, much, much love. And I'm looking forward to connect with you next week. Bye-bye.